Well, hello, this is Jim Gadberry. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And you are?
I'm Debbie.
Debbie Gadberry?
Yes.
And we are in Rogue River, Oregon.
Yes, we are.
And we are at a beautiful little farm. I am doing a roof raise for Lee Garris.
Yep.
So we'll just look at the place here, just where we're sitting. This is our, you can see the bus.
Back part of the property.
This is the back edge of the property, really. But you can see that these trees here are gorgeous. And last night, it was just perfect weather last night for sleeping.
And Maisie's very interested in a lizard.
Yeah, Maisie gets very focused on chasing lizards. It's her favorite thing. I hope she never catches one because she is mystified by them. So the roof that we're raising, you can see this is our bus, and it's got a 21.5-inch raise. And we're going to do the exact same thing on his bus. So I'll just walk over there, show you where we're at. We've got all the materials here. That's the 1.25-inch 11 gauge steel that we'll be cutting up for all the sides and all the extra stuff that we need to do welding on here. We have all thread. We'll be showing you how we make our lift mechanism. Then we have the inside of the bus, which he came down last year actually, and he went ahead and tore out all the seats, cleaned it up. It's a little bit of patching all the little holes where the seats used to be. We'll take care of that with some rubberized roofing. And then all the windows I pulled today. Now here's some windows that he's putting in the bus. But all the windows I pulled out today, and you can see there they are. We're getting ready to do some of the things that are necessary, like we're going to tie up all of our wiring harness. We'll cut these loose where they are, and we'll tie them up a little higher so they're out of the way. All these extra wires like this we'll cut off and fix the ends of them so that they don't short or anything. Just get rid of them so they're out of the way. We won't be using any of this stuff. So we will extend the wire harness, the wires inside the wire harness right there. We're going to extend them a couple of feet so that we have plenty of movement when we get ready to raise this bus. In the back we have to do it, and we also have to do it in the front. So in the front, we're raising this a little different than we did mine. We're going to raise it all the way up here at the front of the bus, up in this area. So what we'll do is we're going to pull this shield off right here. We're going to lengthen these. We're going to add 2 foot to those. That way when we lift the bus, it won't have any problem going up. The wires won't restrict it. We'll also have to add to this right here a couple of feet also, because that will be staying where it is. Let's see. Okay. We'll show you as we do it. So when you get finished, you're going to have a whole lot of windows, and you're going to have a lot of, I'd save everything, just throw them in a box. There's all the little connectors that hold the windows in place. And then here's the things that we're going to need to tie all those wires together.
She loves it out here.
This is Lee Garris, and he is awesome.
I don't know if I'm awesome.
And we are raising his bus. Actually, Lee is from Austin, Texas, I believe, down in that area anyway.
That's where I live now, yes.
And so we are up here at his sister's house. Beautiful place. We're going to get this thing knocked out pretty quick because it's going to get warm.
Yes.
It's actually going to get cooler.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, I just looked at the forecast, and today and tomorrow are the hottest days, and then after that it's in the 70s and 60s.
Whew, we're all for
and it's
that.
Raining.
Well, that's good because we won't do much this weekend. We'll rest a little bit, and then we'll have cool weather next week.
Are you resting? Well, he's working Monday, I think.
So I do have to work on Mondays.
Yeah.
But I can get away a little bit, and then of course I can knock off at 5 Central, so that'll give us a couple hours in the evening.
Well, and
Yeah.
if you have people that can come on the weekends, and that's their best time to come, then that's the best time to work. When you need help.
Whenever we got help, that's when we work. You're right.
Otherwise, you can do it.
Okay, Lee, how'd we do today?
We did great.
Yeah.
We did great.
So,
Jim is an excellent teacher and patient too.
thank you. You did a great job, and your welds look super. We're on our way.
Yes.
So this is the first day of the bus build, and what we actually accomplished, we're going to show you right here real quick, is we built a couple of the devices that will raise the bus. And it might still be hot, so be careful. Okay? So these are the devices. They go just like that. And then we cut all the columns off and up she goes.
Yep. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if we continue, right? So.
Yep.
Very good. I'm excited.
It is fun, isn't it?
It is.
It's work, but it's fun. And like I told Lee, it's just time and money. So this is actually day 2, I believe, of work. And we're raising the roof on Lee's bus. And you can see that I have welded in these units here. This is what actually lifts the bus. And you can see how they're welded on. They're just perpendicular to the column there, and they're welded on. Now as we separate these nuts, after we've cut everything, when we separate these nuts, it will just lift the bus. Pretty unique. There you go. And you can see that the all thread is a 3-foot. You can see it hanging down below and up above. It's a 3-foot piece that gives us plenty of room to adjust these. Now here in the back, we get into some little complications. There's lots of rivets here. That's not a problem. Your air hammer will take those out. Lots of rivets there. But we have multiple layers of metal inside here. So when we get ready to cut this, there is a lot of resistance in trying to cut that. We just cut it with a Sawzall. On this side, you have the breather. Now if you look down here, this is a breather. Now what we're looking at, this is a 2001 Bluebird. So your bus may be a little different, but here's the basic idea. They have a sealed plastic cover over that. You can see that black thing over there. That covers all this and seals this so that no air comes up here. That's because that's right down into the engine compartment. Now on mine, I reduced the size of this. I wanted it smaller, so I reduced the size of it and maintained the airflow. I measured everything, made sure I had proper airflow. I don't know exactly what Lee's going to do on this, but it does get complicated here also. The reason is, there's multiple layers of metal inside there. So inside of here, there's going to be more than one wall. And back here, it's the same thing. There's more than one wall. So you just have to be patient and get some of those Red Devil blades and just keep going. So to remove all the rivets, this gun here seemed to do really well. This is a rather large, it's a Husky brand, but it's an air hammer, and it does rather well. You have to sharpen the blade, the tip, quite often because it will dull quickly on those rivets. So just remember to keep that blade sharp, and maybe even have some fresh blades that you can put in there, and it'll go pretty fast for you. Well, it's a beautiful misty morning here in Oregon. Debbie, she's got her some trash bags, I'm telling you. We're gonna go take a look. It sounds like Lee has already started. I hear the compressor running. We're just gonna go over here and take a look. Oop. Good morning! Good morning, good morning! How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Awesome.
You're making lots of noise already.
This is my first full day at work, in truth, right? So.
But we've got a lot done anyway, quite a bit done, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna finish getting the rivets out on this side, and then I'll start on this side. I've got somebody coming out at 10. If I can hand the rivet stuff off to them, I'll do that.
right.
Got masking tape for the top.
Awesome.
Only thing that I'm a little nervous about now, we got about a ½ an inch of rain coming in tomorrow. That's what they're saying. So.
It'll get water in here. We'll put everything in the middle.
Okay. Otherwise.
Well, and the metal, remember the metal doesn't need to be covered.
Yes.
So we can always put things under the tarp.
Under the tarp. Okay.
And all you really have to worry about is your electric tools. You know, you don't want to get those.
Yeah.
But it's looking really, really good. And what he's talking about here is he's taking out these rivets on the inside here, including the ones up top, which are difficult to get to. Mine, these came right out. On his, the way it's constructed, this actually goes down behind the bar, and the rivets go through it, it looks like, right?
That reminds me, I think I am going to follow your suggestion and take a hammer and just pop those up so I've got a more straighter line to pop those rivets. It just seems coming at an angle is just too difficult. So I think I'll just knock all this up about 45 degrees or so and then come at them straight.
I think it would really speed the process up.
Yeah.
And what that does is that takes off our rub bar on the outside, which we have to take off that rub bar because the metal goes down behind that. And here's what Debbie's doing. Now, just to let you know, we had a busy day with everything piled in the middle of our house yesterday.
We did.
Because I backed up and broke my drain for the gray water, right?
Yeah. You should
2
show
days
the
ago.
new one you put on there.
So the new one that I put on is a flexible pipe.
Yeah.
So hopefully that will never happen again. So anyway, because of that, we had to pull out our cabinet in the back, move everything around, had to go get a couple parts yesterday, but we got it all fixed, didn't we, baby?
Yes. And the
Hello,
bedroom-
you can look at me.
Yes, and the bedroom looks normal again.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
And right now, Debbie's
Sorry, I
got...
forgot that you were filming.
Yeah. So,
Focused.
so you focused on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
The dog instead of me.
Well, I was trying to give her medicine. and you came in
Who's
here.
more important here?
Oh, brother.
Me or the dog? Let's take a vote, all three of us.
Maisie,
Hold
who
up
do
your
think
paw
is more
if you
important?
think you're more important, Maisie. I got my hand up.
She can't hold up her paw, so there you go.
Okay, so Debbie's making me coffee and
Yeah.
some good breakfast this morning, and then I'm going to get to work on raising the roof.
Yep.
Lee, what are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm following my sensei's instructions here, and we're cutting the roof. And you can see that this cut that Jim did was really nice and straight, and about the time I took over,
No,
we
no,
hit
no,
the
no,
Grand
no.
Rapids over here. So
Here's the right answer. We're building a bus.
we're building a bus.
Nice job there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see we went ahead and cut this. So the front is completely cut and ready to go up. There you go.
Windowsills, we knocked them all out.
And we cut this over And then you can see that we cut these in the middle. That lets us put that 1.25 up into here and down into here. So when we finish welding that, it's going to be very, very strong. Now Lee is back here in the back, hopefully taking off these rivets.
Hopefully.
You're doing good. You're doing good. So all these rivets have to come around this corner.
These were deeply seated and painted. These look like I could probably chisel them a little better, but we'll see.